Hey STL TV, I'm Angella Sharpe. You guys know I love country music, and Garth Brooks is kicking off his tour right here in St. Louis. We're going to take you inside, show you the press conference, catch up with him, maybe pick his brain a little bit. And you know, one of the reasons he said he chose St. Louis is because the last time he played here, St. Louis was going through a little bit of civil unrest, and he felt the love in the building. Well, he's bringing that love back tomorrow at the Dome at America Center. I'm going to take you outside and show you what's going on. All right, STL TV, I'm so excited about this. The man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Garth Brooks here.
How are you?
I am great. All right, so you have got all the accolades that a recording artist really can have bestowed upon them. What is about Garth Brooks and your music that has stood the test of time?
I have no idea. I know you're playing for the largest, most loyal audience on the planet, and so these people have taken care of us all the way from Six Flags here back in '89 or '90. So they've always been sweet, and then, you know, we came through on the world tour, the comeback tour, about 2 or 3 years ago, and they treated us like we'd never left. So this is a sweet place to play.
I love that you mentioned Six Flags because you kind of shared that billing kind of with like a rodeo-ish.
Yeah. You know, it was just, there's a song called The Old Stuff on Fresh Horses, and there's a line and it just says, just begging for a place to play. And I'm telling you, we still do that. We're still just begging for a place to play, just some place to load it in, plug it in, turn it up, and have people come.
How have you been able to stay so humble and during all of this? Because, I mean, you're one of the biggest stars, not only in country music, in music in general.
That's very sweet. Well, I don't know about the humble part, but I'm in love with George Strait, so I've always wanted to be. So until you better him, you know, he's the king, and that ain't ever going to happen, you know? So you kind of just stay humble and just, again, and you just go, you know, you compare it to the guys you love and stuff. You're just a bum out here that got lucky, but it's fun, and it's cool when these people recognize a song and they start singing it with you. It's the greatest feeling on the planet.
I love that. Earlier you mentioned, you know, kind of being under that umbrella of country music, and you said you almost didn't record the dance because you thought it wasn't country enough. So what is it like for you now when country radio is kind of gearing towards that pop country feel?
Yeah, I think any generation, the next generation that comes, the last generation doesn't think it's country enough kind of thing, and we all do it. So if you remember, well, you don't because you're not old enough, but when we came out, we were the guys that weren't considered country. And now we're the guys considered stone country while everybody else is going somewhere. So I think each page just turns and every generation goes through it.
And I love that when you came out, you were the kind of guy who ran around the stage and poured water on yourself, and all the other guys kind of just stood there and played. So do you keep trying to up yourself as it goes along?
No, I mean, Chris Ledoux is the whole reason for everything. So between Chris and George, those are the two guys you want to be. And then you throw in Randy Travis and Keith Whitley there. I mean, those are my guys, Haggard and Jones. You just want country music to be proud that you're part of it. And then you want these people to feel like all the time they invested, the money they invested to get here and do all this was somehow worth it.
I really feel like you really do truly value your fans.
Oh my gosh! I mean, none of this happens without them. So we were talking. You know, the band and crew's nervous. We're just nervous. It's a stadium tour. It's our first one, and we had a big meeting. I said, "Look, you guys don't have to be on your best game. There's only one person in this whole stadium that needs to be on their best game, and that's them." Right? Because when they're going, it really doesn't matter. You're going to miss notes, you're going to do it. But if they're having fun, ride that train all the way to the sunrise, you know?
I love it. And you respect the king. Is there anybody coming up underneath you that you really love?
Oddly enough, and you just said his name, Randall King. Get ready for this kid. You're going to love him. If you love George Strait, you're going to love this guy. If you love country music, you're going to love this guy. He's just a young kid coming out of West Texas. But trust me, I think all of country music can hang their hat on this kid. This guy's got it. And he's got it in aces, and he's a sweet, humble, honest working kid, and just you're going to love him.
I love it. Thank you so much for your time. You're watching STL TV.